No English, no sales experience, no problem. On my right, I've got the beast from the Middle East, King Moe. How long have you been on U.S. soil for?
3 years right now.
Previous to insurance, what's the most you've ever made in a month?
$4,000.
Fast forward 1 year in sales. On your own pen, what's the most you've made in a single month?
$80,000, and I control my own destiny.
Sales is simple. You can make excuses
Or make it happen.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I gotta keep going, keep going. I gotta keep going.
No English background, no sales background, and now living the American dream. We've got the king in the house today with us. Thank you for joining us for another Playbook podcast. How are we feeling today, King?
Thank you, Ronnie. We're feeling amazing. Can't complain, Ron.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
this has been long awaited, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know why it took us so long to get you on here, other than you're probably busy closing all the time.
Always, you need to do what you need to do, man. Always a closing and recruiting in a high level. This is the Playbook model.
Yes, sir. So your story is the best that we have in the agency. You've only been in the country for 3 years, and you grew up back home in both of our countries in Palestine. So take us back to that for the viewers to start.
So I born and grew back home in Palestine with my family.
Mhm.
I always been good in school. I went to engineering, also college after I finished high school. But living over there, you don't have much opportunities. I always wanted more for myself, more for my family, since I want to be a provider for my family. So I had to take the biggest and the most riskiest choice in my life is leaving everything back there and just move to the U.S. Zero English. I don't know what was waiting for me over here, but I always believed in myself. I always thought that I will figure out, and I moved here 3 years ago.
So you've been in the United States for 3 years now. You don't have a mother, father here, brother, sister. Everybody is back there. What was the original feeling like? Remember the first week you came and we went out and everything? What was that feeling like, moving to a country where essentially you don't have anyone really close to you other than myself, and then just knowing what lied ahead of you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Ronnie. It was a very, very tough feeling. I was feeling fear that probably I can end up homeless. I can lose anything. I don't know what I'm expecting, but also I was excited from inside me that I want to come to America. I want to live the American dream. I want to achieve what I always dreamed of. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, I don't know how to go to the restaurant and order food, but I want to achieve what these people is achieving. I want to live the American dream. I was excited, and I always bet on myself that I'm gonna make it, even with the fear, even with not knowing what's going on. I always bet on myself, Ronnie.
Yeah. Now, fast forward to see what you're doing now is amazing in the business, because whenever people make excuses, your name rings in my head. I'm like, if that guy could figure it out, anybody can, you know? It's just like, now fast forward to where you're at now. What's the most you've sold in a month?
I sold over 60K in 1 month.
And what did you deposit in that month?
My own pen over 40K.
And what did you take home after your lead spend?
35K.
35,000 in 1 month. No English first language, no sales background. You didn't even know how to freaking speak English, like
Yeah.
before you started with us about a year ago, right?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go back. We're gonna take it back a
Oh
little
my
bit,
God.
right?
Yeah.
So you came to the U.S. and you were working job to job, right?
Yeah.
There was a lot of movement. You were in Philadelphia at one point. Then you went to Jersey.
Back and forth.
How was that phase like in the very beginning when you came and you were trying to figure it out?
It was very bad to start. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know where to go. I was looking between jobs. I always like with me not having any background. It was hard to me to find a decent job to make a decent living. But I always was looking for more. So this is why I was moving between jobs, just looking for a better opportunity over and over. I never scared from taking the chances, taking the risks. As was moving the states, even with me not speaking English, I was moving the states, moving jobs, go meeting everybody. I just always was looking for more. But I'm not gonna lie, Ron. Right before I joined this job, I almost lost hope, and I almost went back to my country because I spent like 2 years basically living paycheck to paycheck barely. And at one point, before even I joined this job, I just lost the hope because I lost my job and I had a couple problems with my car, with a lot of things. And I said, I want to go back home. Probably this country is not for me. Like, I'm going to be honest, probably if I had the ticket money in my pocket, I would went back. Thanks God.
You didn't have the money for the ticket.
Yeah. If I had it, I would win back.
Yeah.
Like. So
now, before you started with us here at the Playbook Agency, what's the most amount of money that you made in 1 month?
I think like 3,000 to 4,000 at the most what I made before that, and not inconsistent rates.
So 4,000 was the most you've ever made. Now fast forward as a producer and someone that's building with us, what's the most you've made in 1 month?
Over 50K.
So like imagine, and it just shows you like the people, I see it all the time, the people that go through adversity, they go through tough times, those are the people that come in and they do something special in their entrepreneurship career. And people hear that number, but this is what we're going to tell you next is what's going to stun you. Now, taking the exam and getting in was a mission, right? And you're smiling already. Yeah. People need to hear this, all right? Like, people think, like, oh, I failed my exam once, twice, like, I give up, right?
Yeah.
How many times did you have to take that freaking exam?
I had to take it 4 times. And at my third time when I failed, I was going to say, I'm going to take it one more time. If I failed, like, I'm not going to take it one more time. Like, that's it. Probably also not for me. But thanks God I studied hard and I passed.
Yeah.
At my 4th time.
Yeah.
And I used to drive because I was living in New Jersey and I had to take the test in Philly.
Yeah.
So I used to drive 2 hours just to take my test. And I failed 3 times before, and my 4th time I made it.
Yeah. How was that feeling like after the 2nd and 3rd time? What made you go a 4th time?
Bro, again, like, I'm a guy that I like to always looking for more, always looking for opportunity. I'm not a quitter. I know inside myself everything bad, everything tough that happened to me, I'm going to figure out. I always been like that. So with me failing, I'm saying the only reason I'm failing because it's because the language barrier, like the questions, I don't understand what the questions saying to me, but I'm gonna figure out that, like, I'm not gonna lose. Like, I'm gonna figure out. I'm seeing the opportunity. I was seeing a couple of people like selling and making this kind of money. I'm saying I can be in their place if I only pass this test. So I'm gonna pass this test no matter what. But my first time I failed. My second time, my money's running out. My third time is, I failed. So I was like in a very bad position. So I said, like, I don't even have the money to keep going, keep taking it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but we have a credit card. I just put it in my credit card, and thanks God, after hard work, I passed.
Yeah,
and I got a really good degree in it.
Yeah. Now, the journey didn't stop at the exam. The difficult part was what lied for you after that.
Yeah.
Not having English as your first language, even if you guys are picking up now, it's not 100% still. But you learn probably just from, interacting and selling so many times and just learning how to speak to people.
100%.
Now, what lied ahead of you after the exam was what I saw was the most challenging part for you in the journey, is learning that script.
Yeah.
So we're going to take it back to the first office days where you literally lived there for how long?
For 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. For everybody thinking, like, what type of office is this that he lived in for 4 or 5 months? That our first office was like a penthouse.
Yeah.
Like, if I got kicked out, I would go sleep there, Yeah. Like, the office is floor to ceiling glass, Crawford ceiling, full shower in there. Like, heck, I would join you there too.
Yeah, bro. It was the one of the most comfortable places I ever been. Like, now I live in very, very nice apartment, but I miss these days living in the office. Yeah.
because it was so special
It's so
to where you're
special.
at now.
Yeah.
Now, whenever I think of those days, I remember when you and Dante were both in the
Oh, my-
office for 1 week.
Yeah.
What happened that week when you had both started? How important was that week for you?
I believe this was the most important week in my life, and I just want to thank my brother Dante
Yeah.
for that. So we were started as a new agents together. He had a little bit of sales experience before that. I was like have a problem even with the language. He was practicing how to sell, but me, I even was practicing how to pronounce the words. So we were sleeping in air mattresses there, and me and him, we were going over the script. He was teaching me how to pronounce the words, how to pronounce the word veteran, how to pronounce the word, a lot of words in the script. So I got to the point that I copied, and listen to this, Ronnie. I copied the script and I put it in Google, and I kept listening to it, to Google, pronouncing over and over, and try just to pronounce the words, just to know how to pronounce the words correctly or in decent way. Even before learn how to sell, is just learn how to pronounce the words. And it took me more than a week just to know how to pronounce the words. And
Wow.
yeah.
So, the memorization and the pronunciation was the hardest part for you
Yeah, of course.
of the journey. How long did it take to fully understand? Like, I remember you told me, like, I'm going to learn how to pronunciate it first, and then I'll understand what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying, what I'm
Yeah,
telling these people.
yeah.
How long did it take to get past that phase for you with English not being the first language?
So with me, I put all my intention on it. It took me around 2 weeks to know, or I'm not really remember, like around 2 weeks to know, just to know how to pronounce the words. And then even without me memorizing the script or something, I said I want to call this customer and just try to do my luck, try my luck. And I talked to him, and I remember he said something and he hung up. And then
What? Wait. What did they used to tell you in the beginning?
where are you calling from? India? Where are you calling from? Pakistan? Why are you calling me, you scammer? And hang up. Like, they don't even
It
know.
was like every other call you would
Every
get.
call I used to. And then there's this guy that he didn't tell me that. He gave me an objection about sales, but I didn't even understand what he told me. What is the objection? Because I know how to pronounce the script, but I don't even know what is the words means.
Yeah.
So he gave me an objection, he hang up, and I don't remember who passed, and he told me, hey, let me help you. What is the customer told you so we can help her? I told him, like, I don't know. I didn't understand. I said, like, come on, man. Like, it's hard for you to make it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, man. I could push him. That guy, when he hang up on me, I said that now, he don't think that I'm a scammer or calling from India. They just think I'm a shitty salesperson. I'm gonna fix that. That's a step forward. And that was one of the most things that let me feel excited about the work. And in that point, I know that I can make it even with the language barrier if I fixed my sales skills.
Now that was big because I remember in the beginning, like
Yeah.
new agents practice dialing, and you were practicing pronunciating the script. I'm like, all right, like this,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a little bit of a challenge for us, but it just shows like we can't take the credit because you were the one putting in the work. Like I remember you would clock in from 9 a.m. to like 2 a.m. every day. You were putting in those type of hours, and you still do because you and I both agreed that because English is not your first language, you're going to have to make up with it for something else.
100%.
You have to come in and you have to work harder than everybody and more because you have to be able to make up for that negative that you have on your side. And that's how you overcame it, by putting in more hours than everyone else. Now, you still continue to work, like you're here till midnight most days, and so are your guys. How was that able to help you get the foot ahead with having that English barrier on your side?
Of course. Man, I learned during this work is hard working is everything. And you can achieve everything and pass every burial you have with only hard working. So I know early when I first started that I'm in a little bit different than in a difficult situation than every other agent in the Playbook Agency, and I need to work harder than every single one in the Playbook Agency to get the same results. And until today, with my language, it's the same. I need to work harder, almost twice or three times harder than every single one in the playbook to get the same results. And I know that, and I accept that. And I said, I didn't got that far to stop here or to fail here. I'm gonna make it happen. If that gonna be the only thing that's stopping me about succeeding is just working hard, I will work harder than everyone. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Ronnie, I don't regret that, because having this inside me and believing it and passing it to the people in my team now, what making me passing a lot of agents in FFL, and we growing way faster than a lot of agents in FFL, because I know that and I learned that early on, and I'm teaching it to my boys or my people in my team, and that what make us so special and growing that fast.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like, there's no excuse. Now we've mastered, because of what you've shown, that there's no excuse here. You don't know English? No problem. You weren't born in the U.S.? You didn't grow up in the U.S.? No problem. No sales background? No problem. Like,
no money to start? No problem.
Like,
nothing.
You've shown that. Now, in the beginning, I know we dealt with other stuff other than the pronunciation. Like, for example, you didn't know how to write clearly, right?
Yeah. Oh
like, I just want to show you guys how there's really no excuse in this business. How many amendments did we have to send in for the clients' names?
Oh my God! Like, we cannot even count how many amendments. And I want to thank you especially for that, Ronnie, because I remember you busy scaling this team, and every day or sometimes twice a day, I come to you, hey Ronnie, I just spelled the name of the customer wrong. I just want you to write me an amendment, because I don't know even how to write it, and just we need to send it to the carrier to fix my policy. Every single, almost every policy I close.
Yeah, it was like twice or three times.
When a guy say his name is Peter with a P, I write it
with a
B. And we kept doing that. And at one point, like, I was start feeling sorry for you, because I know how busy you are. But I just want to thank you, because you always support me. You always did the special things for me. And I would never, ever can pay you back for that. I would never gonna enough. Like, I just want to thank you for that.
You've shown us what's possible, so we want to thank you for that.
Thank you, man.
You've shown that there's no excuses that can be made that are acceptable in this business, because you've shown that even with all of the odds stacked against you, you can still come in here and do great things. Now, that's what's led you to where you're at now. So, like, you guys saw that you had to go through all of that to get to where you are now. Now you're consistently putting up $40K a month. So how has that repetition and putting in the extra hours now led you to where you're at now?
I believe this job, it's only skill set and work ethic. If you have these both, no way that you're not gonna make it or you're gonna fail in this business. This business is not hard and is not easy, but it's simple, Ronnie. It's only about being hard worker and being coachable. And I know that at the beginning. And I'm gonna tell you something, Ronnie. I got now, after a year in the business, I don't have to work still right now to work 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. to sell 40K like I used to be. It comes so much easier. Even still have this accent, because it's a skill set. My skill set as a salesperson got way, way, way better, that I can call less people and get the same results. But I wouldn't got here without putting the work early on back in the days.
And that's what people don't see. They don't see the work that was done behind the curtains.
Yeah.
They didn't see you sleeping in the office for 6 months so you could wake up and sleep in the same place that we're working all day, every day. They didn't see you dialing till 2 a.m. They didn't see you struggling to pronunciate words or falling asleep with Dante at 3 in the morning while you guys are going through the script. How excited are you for what lies ahead now, seeing where you're at now?
I'm super, super excited. I'm very happy and proud of myself where I am right now. All the journey I got from leaving Palestine to working job to job, to not passing my test, to sleeping in the office, to living now in the best apartment, to having the net best car, netting multiple six figures a year, living the American dream. I'm very, very proud of myself, but still there's a lot of coming in. I see the potential in this job. There's always a next level. And yeah, I'm happy where I am, but there's always a next level. And I'm only working harder from now to get to the next level. Because yeah, I'm happy, but why not? This job gives you a lot of potentials to achieve a lot of things. I can change not only my future, my family or my children's future forever. So I'm not wasting my opportunity. I'm only working harder to achieve even greater and greater things in the future, Ronnie.
And now you truly are living the American dream. Most people that come from overseas, you know, they didn't think that where you're at now is the American dream. They would think like it's making six figures a year, being comfortable. What were you thinking the American dream was before you stepped foot on U.S. soil?
I'm not gonna lie. My dream when I came to America, like I said, oh, I'm a smart guy. Like if I can make $10,000 a month, like that's it. I don't want nothing more. I'm gonna be the happiest guy. Like it was my dream. Even sometimes I didn't believe that I can make it. $10,000 a month. That was my goal when I first came.
And now you clock that in a week.
Yeah, now if I made this, we have a bad month, I'm clocking that in a week. And my goal even to start clocking that even less than a week.
Yeah. Man, it's amazing to see what you've done, what you've overcame, the impact you've had on our group specifically, how much you've motivated people in our company as a whole, and just we're excited to see what you're going to continue doing with us, and we appreciate everything you do for us here on the team.
Thank you, and I appreciate for everything. I appreciate for you, especially for giving me this opportunity when nobody believed in me. You believed in me. You work harder than everyone for me. I appreciate it, and I will keep doing it. I will make you guys proud, and we will grow together and achieve a very, very big things in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. We'll catch you guys next time.
Thank you.